Yo, what it do, Croc fam? It's your boy, man, and I'm back with another one. Man, we are back with the 2024 roundup. Know what I'm saying? Going with my top 10 pairs for 2024. Y'all already know, man. We in 2025 now. Happy New Year's to all the Croc fam, all the new Croc fam that we got over the past years, man. All the videos we talked about, all the comments, you know what I'm saying? All the love that was showed. I appreciate all of it, man. Y'all already know for 2025. We finna go live, know what I'm saying? So many different styles coming out again this year. So many collabs, so many mix-ups, so many mashups, and it's gonna be a lot of accessories and stuff like that. But man, y'all already know before we get into a 2025 review, we gotta talk about the past. We gotta talk about what happened last year. You know what I'm saying? We 3 days into the new year. You know what I'm saying? It's Friday, January the 3rd, 2025. You know what I'm saying? We got this 24 work in front of us. And man, we doing, like I say, we doing top 10. So I feel like with the top 10s of the 2024, it ain't no right, it ain't no wrong to it. I also want to do a comment thing where we like, I want everybody to drop their top 10 pairs and we all chime in on what we thought about their top 10 as well. But man, this was my top 10, what I took away from last year's work. It's crazy because we got, I think 2023, we had a lot of different collabs, you know what I'm saying, on the table. 2024 work, it seemed like we got a lot of different styles on the table. So man, a lot of work to crack into, and it's crazy, man. There's so many different styles I'm looking at right now. I don't think I have a specific order. We'll just start talking about, you know what I'm saying, each one. And this one right here, it was a fave of mine. But honestly, this one right here made the fold because this was the top view clog for 2024. Off Grid Clog, I think it coming in at 10K plus views. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people chimed in on this clog. This clog right here was a hot commodity. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of y'all might be shocked or whatever. I'm shocked myself, but this right here, this clog was viewed a lot. And man, we had a lot of great things to say about, you know what I'm saying, this good old off-grid clog, as far as just it giving us them vibes of, you know what I'm saying, the Duet Max joints. They also had that extra cushion in them. And then they just went crazy as far as the creativity, you know what I'm saying, how it went with them. They just look futuristic. That soul is crazy. You know what I'm saying? This clog right here did numbers. This clog right here did numbers, you know what I'm saying? And I have to say, I love it as far as one of the new styles that came out. The strap was pretty different. Everything about this clog was different, and it did stand out. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as the Duet Max and the Echo comparison, as far as this top part, this clog right here, it stood alone, and it was something different, man. Crocs tried a lot of different styles this year. You know what I'm saying? Some of them pooped out. A lot of them was gold. A lot of the new styles that they had was gold, which brings me to this next style right here, which, man, is one of my favorites. I would like to say this one right here is probably like my top five. Top five style that came out for 2024. The Puff Mock Clog. They also dropped the Puff Mock shoe, and they dropped the Puff Mock boot. I'm still working on the shoe and the boot. The shoe and the boot, it seemed like for some reason when they first dropped, they came out in men's 9. Men's 9 was the biggest size that they had. So it's been hard for me to get them. I lucked up and got these right here. But man, these right here is just so beautiful. And then if you know this style right here, this was basically the Neo Puff house slipper, which with the bottom was super soft, kind of, you know what I'm saying, kind of like soft bottoms. And they was basically for house purposes only, but they spun the block and came back with the hard exterior, you know what I'm saying, just so we can get some of that house comfort outside. I really appreciated that right there. And man, these boys right here, they're a piece of work, a work of art, you know what I'm saying, and something true beauty of 2024. Another style, you know what I'm saying, that was in my top 10 for the drops this year was these babies right here. Know what I'm saying? The good old Mellow Luxe recoveries. And if you've been following with Mellow, you know Mellow had already had the Mellow slides, which a lot of us in the group love the Mellow slides. Remember, I was telling y'all the black Mellow slides, those are my day-to-day. It's like anytime I come home, my feet busted, I always slide into the Mellows. The Mellows is just like super comfortable, super cozy. And then they spin the block with the Mellow recovery Luxe joints. And they basically the same slipper. It's just they added like a stylish feature to it just to give it a little pop. Nike, Jordan, all of them started doing, you know what I'm saying, the adjustable slides right there. So Crocs just pretty much, you know what I'm saying, took a page out the history book and they came through hard. And it's crazy because it seemed like every reality show or whatever I watched, somebody got a pair of Mellows on. So these right here, they did big numbers, you know what I'm saying? And I really like them. Still haven't wore these yet because I also had got another color of these, been wearing them. But these right here, I feel like with these color right here, I just kind of want to like, not nothing too dressy, but just something, you know what I'm saying? Something that's pretty stiff. Know what I'm saying, with the slides on, just come through real kind of like clean, like in a sense, but on my comfort tip still. That's probably why I haven't popped the tag on these yet, because I really want to come proper with these boys. But man, this was also one that had got a lot of views this past 2024. The Mellow recovery, the Mellow, let me make sure I'm saying it right. The Mellow Luxe recovery slide was a big hit. You know what I'm saying? The Mellow styles in general was a big hit. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about that, how the slide-in shoes was the Mellow ease-ups. Everything did good as far as the Mellows. So as far as the Mellows go, I would love to see collabs coming in the near future with the Mellows. I think everybody else would be cool and on board with that as well. You know what I'm saying? That was a great one. Let's talk shoes, y'all. Let's talk shoe work. These babies right here, the good old Nova track joints, by far was one of the best pair of shoes that came out. And Crocs came out with a lot of shoes, including Salehi dropping, you know what I'm saying, these good old Juniper joints, which we'll get into in a few. You know what I'm saying? But these right here, to me, was top dogs. Just everything about them, they kind of remind me of like a Nike Tech like type shoe or a trainer or something like that. They just give all them vibes. And I remember somebody asking me like what season is best for the Novas, and I was just like, all seasons is best for the Novas. And he was just like, man, I was mainly asking because I wanted to know if they was breathable or whatever. Yes, sir. Like, these is year-round, summertime, winter, fall, you name it, spring, whatever. These boys right here is multi-purpose. Know what I'm saying? They got that air knit up in there. And let's just talk, if I was talking about wearing these in the winter, I just put on me some fur socks. These boys still get play. They spin that tennis shoe vibe. The inside was just so cushiony, kind of reminded me of a light ride. Kind of inside's just that bouncy fit. The bottom of them boys just was like real creative. I like how they did that. Man, they went super hard with this shoe right here. And they also came through in the Fedora style, which just added more durability as far as the materials goes. But it was the same, pretty much the same shoe, just added more durability to it. And man, like I say, for me, with these Novas, I have to say the Novas is in my top 3 for not just for the year, just in general, man. I just love this sneaker. Haven't got a chance to step out in them and wear them yet. I do have what we on? I think we on 2 pairs of Novas. I want to get a 3rd pair in. I'm just waiting on Novas to do something real freaky as far as the colorway patterns go. Once they do something real freaky, just mix up, put multiple colors on there, we going Nova crazy. But I'm liking what they did so far with the Nova Treks. The pricing point on these was beautiful. I think the first pair on these, what I spent on them, $120 and some change with the tax. And then I ended up finding another site, which I think was, I want to say the site was Photo Gallery. Went to the Photo Gallery site, got the Fedoras for $1. Know what I'm saying? So for $100, I'm telling you, wipe out deal for this particular shoe. Know what I'm saying? The Nova Trace. And it was also a new style. We hadn't had nothing like it. And let's just tote the inspiration up to Soleil. Like I say, Soleil, he came through and shook things up as far as styles go with Crocs, because beforehand we was just talking mainly comfort. You know what I'm saying? We had a couple of little splashes here and there, but the game with the Crocs has tuned up. Like, look at the back of them joints. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of giving like that foam-posite Air Max type vibe. And that's also a breathable. And these boys right here, and not to mention, just for the Jibbit lovers, you was able to smack Jibbits in there as well, and just to go crazy with that, man. That was like stupid. Most definitely for me, Novas was a top pair, if not a top 3 for 2024. That pair went stupid crazy. And then we come to the good old Juniper joints, know what I'm saying, which pretty much to me took the cake for 2024. I don't know who all agree with me on that, but most definitely for me, these was top dogs, know what I'm saying? Soleil, he had already shook the game up with just the signature fingerprint with the Polexes. Then he gave us Polex slides, know what I'm saying? Then he come through with these beautiful babies right here. Also, don't forget about the Cyrus, which I wanted to add the Cyrus to the fold. We had like 2-3 pairs that I really wanted to put up here, but I was like, let's just keep it simple with a top 10. But just to mention them few, the On The Clock work sneakers by far is some of the best Crocs sneakers. Just being able to do what you need to do in them and work in them, play in them, comfort in them, everything. The On The Clock. And the only reason the On The Clocks didn't make it on the table is because both pairs of my On The Clocks is at work in my locker. That's how important and near and dear to me they is. I leave them at work just to make sure I have them, because, man, them boys are so comfortable, so cozy. Another pair that I wanted to put up here was the, not the Scooby-Doo's, the SpongeBob collab. The SpongeBob collab also was a collab that was near and dear. I love the SpongeBob collab. They should have made it up here as well. But, man, it was a couple of pairs that was right there on the brink. You know what I'm saying? We just wanted to do a top 10. But, man, these Junipers, most definitely top 3. If they not your top ones, most definitely the top 3. For me, as far as top dogs, it's an argument between these two in my mind, like which ones I love the best. You know what I'm saying? I would say the Junipers is more stylish, but, man, the Nova Trace is just like, man, have you ever had just like a pair of just Nike trainers, you know what I'm saying? Them knit tech joints where they just like cozy but stylish on your foot. That's them right there. But these right here just, man, bulky, bold, fashionable, the fingerprint signature, the tag that we talk about. I got one of them tags somewhere. I just seen one of them tags somewhere. I think it's over here on the stand. The tag or whatever. We talk about how this tag, it goes into the clogs, it holds the clogs up. Soleil, he just being creative, doing him, took the tag and made the shoes hold the tag. That was just signature moves. Man, them shoestrings, they was just so light knitted. You know what I'm saying? I talked about how that signature of the shoe just had that Croc imprint on it. Everything about this right here was just chef kiss, you know what I'm saying? Just the mesh, everything about it, man. Like, just everything about this shoe, it just screamed top dog. It just screamed, we here, we in the fashion, we doing our thing, we coming super hard. And that's what they did. To me, that was the shoe of the year, top 3. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely the Soleil Junipers. I don't care which colorway we talking. We just talking that style. Just killed it for the year. I'm talking about that style. Killed it for the year. Which brings me into another style that just popped up out the blue. You know what I'm saying? But gotta say, Echo made a strong push, if not the strongest push. Let's just call it a spade for a spade. For this year, Echo made the toughest push. Echo pushed out the most work. Know what I'm saying? Echo just came stupid crazy. let's just talk about the Echo clogs just in general. I feel like the Echo clogs piggybacked off of the Polexes, and then also piggybacking with the Echo slides. You know what I'm saying? Off of the Polex slides. Echo Surge, Echo Boots. You got the Z Boot Shield Echoes, which we're going to talk about this year. I'm getting them, man, for 2025, to bring it 2025. I think I'm going to get into the InMotion shoes, which a lot of y'all don't know about. We talked about the InMotions, which the ones that kind of looked like the Air Maxes a bit. We getting into the InMotion tennis shoes. And we also getting the Z Boot Shield boots or whatever. But, man, the Echoes, dog, they made a wave. They made a splash. They did they thing this year. I'm talking about they came super hard, super wavy, and they pushed out the most work. They had the most colorways. They had the most styles within that style. And the Echo Surge was just, you know what I'm saying, one of the successors of the year. And I like this shoe. I really love this shoe. I know it had mixed reviews on it. A lot of people liked it. A lot of people didn't. For me, I really liked it because I felt like they took the Echo Clog and they gave it some style. Like, just with that knit material, I feel like it's giving Nike Tech warm-up suits. You know what I'm saying? Or just like some nice soft cotton like pants or something. It just really allows you to step into that fashion lane, you know what I'm saying, but also staying comfortable and cozy, because everything about this shoe is just cozy. And man, they also was one of the lightest tennis shoes of the year. You know what I'm saying? We had got a lot of tennis shoe work, which means using tennis shoe like material. Of course, some of them was used with foam, but you also had to add heavy duty tennis shoe material in them. This was one of the pairs that was a little more light, a little more tossable, a little more throw around, a little more lighter on the foot. As far as just, man, these right here, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, most definitely for me was top 10 material. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of y'all probably would disagree. A lot of y'all probably would be on board. But, man, just everything about this shoe and just that takeaway for me with this Echo Surge was just this heel cushion right there. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of us be having that pain right there. Oh, my leg's pretty long. That pain right there up on that corner. This right here, it catered to that right there. Just like, perfect shoe for me, you know what I'm saying? Most definitely Echoes. They knocked it out the park with that one. They took it the long way with that one. And Echoes, to me, as far as just drops, producing work, they still hold, you know what I'm saying, that number one spot. Because they, like I say, they pushed out a lot of work. Like, just on guesstimation, I would say they got like 5-6 different styles within that style, and they kept pushing out colorways for each style. So I had to add the good old Echo Surges, you know what I'm saying, in the 2024, you know what I'm saying, roundup. Which brings me to this next pair that I just knew from when we did the review. I was just like, man, these are gonna make it into that 2024 wrap-up video. They got to. These right here was stylish. They was cozy. The Dylan platform clogs did the work, you know what I'm saying? And he's also had got a nice stack of reviews on them as well. Just like I say, man, they just took it to another realm as far as just the mule clog, you know what I'm saying? Of course, we know we done seen different mule clogs. We was wondering if Crocs was gonna come through, you know what I'm saying, copy the style, because let's just keep it a buck. A lot of companies, whether it was name brand, whether it was Payless, Walmart, what have you, or whatever, a lot of people copied off Crocs this past year, just as far as clogs, you know what I'm saying? Just as far as that style and that comfort. Everybody wanted that Croc comfort, so everybody had made them a certain type of clog. So it didn't hurt for Crocs to backdoor and, you know what I'm saying, take a few ideas and a few gems from somebody else. And that's pretty much what they did with the Dylan. They took that mule clog, and man, with that Crocs comfort in it, it was just a 10 out of 10. And we talked about the regular Dylan clogs. And then I also think did we get the platforms? I'm going to have to check in on the platforms. If we didn't get them platforms in, we're going to talk about the platforms for 2025, because I did like the platforms. I feel like with the platforms, I can pull them off with something, you know what I'm saying, something nice, sleek, you know what I'm saying, something sophisticated like with them. So if I don't have them in the fold, I'll check on that. If I don't have them, we'll get them in. We'll talk about them platforms. But man, we just came through and we pretty much duplicated what Mule had already been doing, and we named them Dylan, and we came through, and then they hit these at the end of the year. And for me, these was needed. I needed these like, you know what I'm saying? Like trees need oxygen, because man, for us, real winter time is not until January, February in Houston. It seemed like November, December, we get cool nights, sunny days. But January, February, like I think like next week coming up, we got a cold front coming in where it's going to be pretty much like 20, 30 in the morning, 50s in the daytime type stuff. So these Dylans is most definitely finna come out into the fold, because it's finna get cozy outside. I'm finna bring out my jackets out, my long sleeve gear out. So most definitely finna find place for these Dylan clogs to come out. So man, I had to most definitely have these. And like I say, when I seen them on the pictures, because I got these off of the Crocs site. When I seen them on the pictures, I already knew what they was, because I had the Dylan clogs already. So we already knew what we was looking at. And then I was like, damn, it's finna be a breezy winter with these. It's finna be real fashionable. I love these right here, and I'm planning on getting a couple of more of these in so we can initiate these into the collector. But man, most definitely, I don't care what nobody say, most definitely made the top 10 for the drops of the year. And these babies right here, I'm talking about just super Michael Jackson, Billie Jean swag, you know what I'm saying? Just super pop starish coming down with these boys right here. These had to make the top 10, and I was also gonna put the beans, which came out with them, in the fold. So let's just say these two right here, man, just a hell of a collab, and one of the two collabs on the table as far as the 2024 wrap up. We got the Fortnites, which we'll get into in a minute. But man, these beams, they just came through, and for me, every time beams come through, I want to say this is like probably like a 8th, 9th pair of beams, I want to say, possibly. But man, every time beams come through, they come through with the work, they come through with the details, they come through with the flow. I look up beams and Crocs collabs. Show me a regular pair of beams. You're not gonna find them. Every time, even if it was just a basic clay, like I'll give you their most basic pair. Like they got a classic pair, I think it say beam somewhere on the front, and they got like a sun visor. Like they don't do regular. They don't do basic. Everything beams drop. It's stylish, it's fashionable, it's cozy, it's comfort. So man, most definitely, if a Beams collab drop within the year, that Beams collab is gonna make it on the table for the yearly roundup. And man, these right here was just off the choice. Let me pull back out the Dylans one more time. The Dylans took the cake. Let's just talk about how the Dylans just came through with that material, that threading on them, and then they had that logo on them, that tiger on there. It just gave off like designer vibes. And then you see they put the cursive words on there. Everything about this collab was just out of this world, you know what I'm saying? And like I say, just putting that material on there, the way they stitched it and knitted it, it just gave it a Versace, a Gucci type vibe, you know what I'm saying? It just really embodied a full designer type vibe. So I immediately knew as well with this collab, when we talked about it, you know what I'm saying, last year, that I knew it was gonna make the roundup. I was just like, man, that pair gotta make the roundup, you know what I'm saying? And gotta make the top 5, you know what I'm saying? These most definitely right here was top 5, that material on there, like everything. And then the price point on them was crazy. I felt like for the little leather vibe, the shiny zippers, all the material that they gave us on there, I felt like this was easily gonna come in at like $125-ish or something like that. But these came in at regular clog collaboratory prices, which probably was around like, I want to say these was 80. This was a steal to me for this particular collab. And like I say, man, they embodied everything that Beams will embody on a collab, man. These right here, most definitely. I don't remember what the ratings was. I know they was well over 10. Probably was like a 25 out of 10, something like that. Something crazy, because, man, these went stupid hard, which bring me to another pair that was similar to them, just as far as that fashion, that putting something on top of it, just giving it that extra funk, that extra flavor. And it was crazy to see this much fashion, this much designing on a kitty pal collab. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking Fortnite, you know what I'm saying? Fortnite was made for the kids. Fortnite was made for, you know, I would say toddlers on up, you know what I'm saying, to grade school. Pretty much was a Fortnite thing. Of course, we got some adults now that done got into the fold with the Fortnite things. And Fortnite, man, these people, they're in the $1 billion industry now as far as, you know what I'm saying, the money work goes, because they done did a lot of stuff in this game. I think this game is free, if I'm not mistaken. So another thing like Warzone, where they drop that free work and they just do the add-ons and all of that, man, and they went crazy. So in my mind, what I was thinking when the collab was coming about, 'cause this was beforehand, before seeing the work, I was just like, man, we're finna get a kitty pal, you know what I'm saying, something possibly that I can get for the kids, you know what I'm saying, something kitty, something whoop. And then when I seen the pictures and I seen these banana joints, I was like, whoa, hold on, that looked like something that I can actually like rip the runway with. So man, these people, they really came through. And at that time, I was just thinking to myself, I was just like, man, these is really, 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 really flavorful. Like, could they make the top 10 wrap-up review? And that has stuck with me for a while. And I want to say like a month or so ago was just like, I was like, man, that Fortnite pair, it got to make it like, look at the insides. Look at the inside work. The inside work was crazy. And then they had it to where you could also, you know what I'm saying, they had the little jaw straps on there where you could take them off and wear them. So we talked about in the review, we talked about how you buying one pair, you know what I'm saying, you paying for one pair, but you getting two, you know what I'm saying, in the fold. That's just crazy right there, because you could wear them banana style, but you could also take them off and have that inner gut in them. That was just stupid crazy. And that was really, for me, that was over. That was over the top, and really, what's the word I want to use? It really was a surprise. It really wasn't expected at all. It was a hell of a surprise to see Fortnite take this shoe and really not only just put the embody the full style and creativity. And y'all know me, I'm a design man, so I love when they take the clogs and they really put some design and work into them. And that's what they did with these. They really killed it. They really went hard, and I like what they did with this shoe. And I knew, man, I was just like, man, we gotta put them in the top 10. We got to. And then, man, we come down to the last release of 2024. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not mistaken, this was the last release, 2024, for Crocs. Not only for Salehi, but for Crocs in general. They hit us hard, you know what I'm saying, with Salehi's, what's this, 4th installment, because it come with the Polex clogs, Polex slides. We got the Junipers. We got Saru. This is the 5th Salehi's, and this is the 5th Salehi installment within the Crocs. You know what I'm saying? This man then dropped 5 different styles, and man, this is the latest and the greatest. I don't know who all picked up this before. You know what I'm saying? New Year's. I think they got a few sites. Some people was looking for these. I'm gonna check out them sites and see if they still got these. But man, these was must-haves. And we talked about how Salehi came through and he remixed it up. For the ones that don't know, we're going to talk about it again. For the ones that don't know, this was, you know what I'm saying, some historic work that Crocs had in the vault. You know what I'm saying? They still got them out right now, but they in kids and in the duck boots. But these was a pair of Crocs boots. You know what I'm saying? These was a pair of the rain boots, the water boots. I guess like he seen these sitting up and he was just like, you know what? Let's bring these back out, put the twist and put the spin on them, and do the work with them. And that's what they did, man. These people came super hard with these right here. These was the top dogs to end the year. He's a work of art. Still talking about them right now. Curious to see which colorways is gonna drop in these. A heavy, bulky, stylish designer boot. They came in at a nice ticket. I mean, what more did you want? You know what I'm saying? From a designer, you know what I'm saying? Comfort boot. Like the way that the price tag, to me, the price tag was the steal. 140. I easily thought that these was gonna have a crazy tag on them, and that's not crazy in thinking because I done had Crocs where I done paid 500. We paid 4 for the MCMs. We had the Terrans. They was 150. We didn't have some crazy price tags on these Crocs, so I was just thinking like, man, these right here finna run a pretty penny. But then when I seen the tag on them, I was like, 140 for them. And then when we got them in, we reviewed them, we talked about them. Man, these right here went stupid crazy. Know what I'm saying? And man, I'm just ready to see what 2025 is gonna bring in with this style right here. I'm hoping to get some crazy colorways, and I'm planning on reeling in all of the colorways as far as these boots because man, I really like these boots. I feel like they year round. You can play them all the way around the year. I feel like you could multiply styles with these. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about we can go sophisticated, geeky. We could go jeans with a polo type bob. You know what I'm saying? We can go outdoors. You know what I'm saying? Hiking, mountaintop swag. Whatever you want to do with these, you could do with them, man. And they was just super player, super fire. They held up the work. Man, they came through. And let's get a close up on all of these before we talk top 5. We'll do a top 5. And we'll do a top 3, and then we'll do which one was the favorite for the year. And right now, I can honestly tell you, I don't know which one is gonna be my top 1. I know I talked a lot of stuff about each one in particular, but when it comes down to elimination time, my mind might change. My mind might vary. So we'll just see. We'll just see how that goes. But I just want to just go back and just get a close-up, you know what I'm saying, for the ones that might not have had seen these. But, man, this was just beautiful work throughout the year. And like I say, these boys right here, the most viewed video for 2024, you know what I'm saying, was the off-grid clog right here. And I was really hella shocked. I was like, damn, the off-grid got more views than the Junipers, the Luxe. I thought the Luxe was gonna be up there in numbers. Of course, we just got them, so views still climbing the surges. I was like, man, they was pretty ranked higher than everything. You know what I'm saying? Which was crazy. But man, hey, the people spoke. The Duex Max and these boys, like I say, they had a lot of different style on them, a lot of different flavor on them. The Novas. And them Novas was clean. Look at the shoestrings on the Novas. Crazy work. That bottom. You see how they came through with the gum from off of the Salehis. So like I say, Salehi, a lot of inspiration from Salehi. And then look at these boys right here. The Junipers! And these was detailed all the way through and out. You see the print. See the print work. I like how he did multicolor on the bottom. Like whatever color you get right here, you get it on the bottom. The insides was even crazy. Everything about this shoe was crazy. Everything about it was crazy. The Luxe. And like I say, these right here, Mellows, was a big hit. A lot of people rocked with the Mellows. The Luxe was the same thing. It just added style. They added the strap on there just to give it some pizzazz. Just to give it some flavor, just to give it some oomph. You know what I'm saying? But it was pretty much the same thing as the regular one. You see that style that they added on there, that scrap. That scrap went dumb stupid. And these right here, I ain't gonna lie. Comfortable, flashy, stylish, all of that outside. Because like I say, the first pair that came out in these, they had soft bottoms. You wasn't going outside them. You barely was going in certain spots in your house with them just because of the soft bottom. They really like that in and out of bed type pair. But man, this year they came with the hard bottoms and they say, we're going to let y'all go outside in comfort. You know what I'm saying? Since that's what a lot of people did these past couple of years. We would say since COVID, everybody been wanting to kind of come outside all cozy and whatnot. So they helped us out with that. They say, we're going to let you be cozy, let you get a little, you know what I'm saying, style in there with them Neo Puff joints, you know what I'm saying, mock joints. Yes, sir. And then the surges. Surge. Man, I love that knitted material. That knitted material is like, it's crazy because it feels like you got a sock on your foot. That's really what it gives. And I like how they went with that baby blue in there. That baby blue just came out of nowhere on this colorway right here. Which is crazy because on the other colorways, they kind of got like a little off color. Just to give it a little pop to it. You know what I'm saying? A little flavor. And man, that knit in them shoestrings took the cake. And then them bottoms. Kind of got the same bottoms as the Novas. Same bottoms as the Novas come through. You see what's happening. The surge. Michael Jackson, Billie Jean. Look how them boys just gloss. You see how they just shine like diamonds when you put that light on them? And yeah, you can use that. Don't look at it like, yeah, it can be used. So like I say, man, beams. And this is just the classic pair of clogs. That just goes to show you how creative beams get, how they get down nasty with the materials and all of that. They took a basic black pair of clogs, classics, and they mixed them up. And they did their work all the way through and out. And the stitching, everything on these boys was superb. Everything on them was superb. You see they put the beams on the inside. They got to represent. Got to come through. They went with solid buttons on this just to mesh up with the jacket. Yes, sir. And we coming leather all the way through and out with them. And then these good old Dylans. Look at the guts on the Dylans. Super cozy. Super cozy. Come through with the fur mules. And I don't even think mules did this yet with the fur insulation. So Crocs, you know what I'm saying? They took the idea, they ran with it, they came heavy. I love that bottom part. I love the sole of them too, how they give that boot type vibe. And then look at that. That's that Crocs inside. That's that gator. You know what I'm saying? That alligator type vibe going on all through and out. Like, yes. Stop it. It gets real. Talked about how the Fortnites, they overexceeded. They came and they risen above expectations. Like, look at them guts. You got the brain in there. And this was the Pilly character, the banana character. They came through, man, and they really shut it down. The bones on the sole. That was just like crazy work. That was just crazy work. And they made this pair, like I say, for me, they made this pair stylish. I looked at this pair as a kitty collaboratory merchandise, just throwing a nice little Fortnite tee, cool little day out in the park with the kids type pair. But when I got them, I just kind of wanted to dress up with them. That's how they made me feel with these, man. These right here most definitely was out of this world. And then we'll end the close-ups with the good old mallard joints, the Cypress Boots. And yes, these boys came through heavy. Heavy work. Look at that material. Look at that leather in the insides. Look at the guts. Everything cozy on them boys too. Everything was cool on these. I really like how they came through. They came through the long way. They hit it hard. That was a takeaway right there. Everything about this boot was on point. On point. So, man, let's get into top 5. Smooth them out to the side. Let's get on. Let's talk top 5. This is tough. I didn't want to come down to this part of the video because I'm really conflicted right now as far as what I want to do as far as the top 5 goes, man. Because there's a lot. These styles right here, styles that I really admired this past year. I'm gonna put these mocks up, and these right here was I just loved them. Everything about them, I loved them. I adored them. You know what I'm saying? I felt like they was just it. And like I say, I'm really butthurt right now because I still want the boots, and I want the little jaw strap, teeny mocks or whatever. So most definitely them going in the top 5. The Junipers, of course, the Juniper came through and made a nice splash. Gotta have the Junipers in the top 5. And then he came through with a lot of colorways. I think we on our 4th, 5th colorway. And them was a pair that came out like 3rd, 4th quarter of the year. So he came through and pressed that work out real hard. And the work was, you know what I'm saying? It was up to par. The Novas. Gotta put the Novas in there, man. Gotta put the good old Nova tracks in there. I love the Novas, love the Fedoras, love each colorway that then came out in the Nova so far. Love everything about the Novas. Like I say, Novas just give me Nike Tech feel. Anything about that trainer Nike type shoe, it just gives me that feel with them. 2 more. Y'all, that's hard. It really is. It really is hard, man. Trying to see what my top 5 gonna be. I gotta put these mules in here. I got to, because like I say, Crocs came through. They copied off mules, you know what I'm saying? And they named them Dylan Claws, whichever one y'all want to name them. They dropped the Dylan Claws, they dropped the platforms, and then they come with the fur insulated joints. And the fur insulated joints to me was just super fire, super classy. Like I say, you put on some jeans with them, you won't even know that they slide ins. Everything about them was just on point. So I gotta put them in the top 5. And what is gonna be the 5th pair? Woo! Man, I really love them boots. I would say them boots. A top 10 for me. I don't quite know if I want to put them in a 2024 top 5 wrap up. I'm going to come back to those. Fortnite's, most definitely, I would say y'all top 10. Y'all reached over y'all really bust the cap on expectations for what y'all dropped. Really, really liked how y'all came. Y'all came clean. Y'all also came stylish to let me do other things, man. But I think we're going to leave y'all at the top 10. You know what I'm saying? Still a pretty good thing to make it in the top 10 Fortnite. So, Fortnite's, they not coming to the top 5. Man, them beans is just super duper nasty. I'm talking about super duper nasty, man. I really want to put the beans in the top 5. I said, we're going to come back to them. Them are some maybes as well. Echo Surge. I feel like Echo Surge, I want to put y'all in. Y'all ain't have enough time to really just come out with enough colorways and just really flourish and really just hit me. I feel like y'all hit me. Y'all did y'all thing. I really love the fit, the dry fit, the Nike Tech type, mesh type vibes that y'all got. That heel strap was, man, speaking of that heel strap, that just really just made me almost change my mind. I'm gonna come back to y'all. So we got three maybes right now, y'all. It's really crazy right now. It's really, really crazy. Off grids, man, y'all had an unexpected run. Like, I wouldn't have never thought that this video was gonna be my most viewed review for a clog for 2024. I feel like y'all reached over expectations. Y'all did y'all thing, and for y'all to make the top 10, that really is a win within itself for y'all. So, man, I'm going to leave it at that with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all made the top 10, so no hard feelings on the top 5 for y'all. Y'all reached expectations. Most viewed cloud, you get the trophy there. You know what I'm saying? Mellow, Luxe, Recovery. My day to days. Really love the Mellow Luxe recoveries. Really love the Mellow slides in general. Everything about this shoe is just like super duper comfortable. To me, most definitely the best slipper Crocs got. You can argue with me on that. We could do a battle on that. We could argue it down. Reason saying is just that squishy material, and then the bed that they use for these. I love me a slide where my feet sits into the bedding. Kind of like if I get that slippery foot, because my feet do tend to sweat. I don't have to worry about my feet sliding up out the slide. It stays put. It stays, you know what I'm saying, in the slide. So I did love that. And I feel like these are top dogs, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to let them slide as far as top 5 for right now, because I feel like I want to see more colorways. I feel like I want to see them freak it up, get real nasty. Even though it's just a slide, I feel like they could take it to the next level with the strap, just embedding different colorways with the strap, possibly switching up the material of the strap, leaving the strap there, but just giving it a different funk to it. So these did real good too as far as the numbers. But we're going to leave these at the top 5, which leave us to decide out of these 3 claws, which one is going to be top 5. Man. Decisions. What I think I can go with right now is who I want to see more from. And for me, I feel like the Cypress Boots, they just dropped. Now, we rated the Cypress Boots out of this world. They went crazy, but I still would like to see more from the Cypress Boots. Cypress Boots did make it into the top 10, though. Let's not forget, they made it into the top 10, so they still up for the win. But I still want to see more from them. You know what I'm saying? It could be, we never know what Soleil might do with them Cypress Boots moving forward. So I'm going to leave them out for now as far as top 5. I feel like the same thing with the Surge. I feel like the Surge, we could see more as far as colorways, color codings, and all of that. So the Surges, they made the top 10, but you know what I'm saying? We're going to stop with them right there, and we're going to see what more they do with the Surges. I would even like for them to go with a different color as far as that ankle support, just to highlight that it is ankle support there. So, man, we're going to let the Beams make it into the top 5 just because, man, I feel like with Beams, them people, they've been consistent. Before I even started wearing Crocs, Beams was dropping collabs. They was coming through heavy with the collabs. Beams been rocking with Crocs ever since. So I gotta put Beams into that top 5. And then, man, we gonna come down. We gonna nibble it down. And it's just getting tough as far as the nibble. Because, man, I'm really feeling like these is the top dogs for the 2024 as far as my opinion goes, and I just don't know who I could delete out of this scenario, man. I feel like we looking at new styles right now. You know what I'm saying? I did just highlight how Beams came through. They really did their work. They really came through super duper hard. They've been hella consistent with Crocs since the start or whatever. But this style is a style that we have been familiar with, and just 2024 just took us by storm with different styles. So most definitely new style is gonna be the takeover for this. So we're gonna say goodbye to the Beams. You know what I'm saying? They made it in the top 5, you know what I'm saying, but they will not make the top 3 for the 2024. So kiss y'all, man. I love y'all. Y'all did y'all work. Really appreciate what y'all brought to the table, man. Down to the last 4. This is tough. This is tough. I really love these. I felt like these right here, they hit me hard. They hit me hard. I really appreciate these a lot. Like I said, I'm still butthurt about the other 2 pairs. They came through and they dropped some styles and they hit hard. Same thing with the Dylans. I feel like the Dylans, they hold a special place in my heart as well. You know what I'm saying? They came through super duper hard, super duper fire. 3 styles now within the Dylans. This been the latest and the greatest. Them Nova Tracks, I ain't gonna lie, them Nova Tracks is top dogs. we not gonna even do that with them. Them is top 3 for sure. I feel like the same thing with the Junipers. Most definitely top 3 with the Junipers. No argument there. So it's out of y'all two that we gotta part ways with. I wanna say, Dylan, we gonna part ways with you just because I feel like with these puffs, I can get more of a year-round type vibe with these. I feel like with the Dylans, more winter, spring type when it's getting right before it get warm outside. These will still have some play. But man, with these puffs, I can wear these year-round. I feel like even in the summertime, even with that puffy insulation in them, I feel like with no socks, they still will be cool to play in. You can still run around in them. You know what I'm saying, with them. So let's say goodbye to the Mules. They did make the top 5, so you still, you know what I'm saying, high ranked up there. Don't worry about it. You still in it. And from this top 3, gotta choose the number 1 for 2024, y'all. Gotta end this video with a banger. I just want to go out by saying, man, I love each pair. You know what I'm saying? Each style was a new style for this year. We'll say the puffs was a new style because they did take them from a house slipper and turn them into a clog. You know what I'm saying? That was beautiful. Nova Tracks, something that was new to the fold. Man, real crazy. Junipers, we didn't see Salehi coming with this based off of the Polex clogs, the slides. We didn't see this coming. He hit it hard. He hit it on the head with these. And I gotta say, let's just come down to the top 2. I love the puffs. Puffs was really, really hard, but it's just a clear indication that these 2 was the best 2 drops, in my opinion, for 2024. And for 2024 top dog, I gotta go with the Junipers, man. Gotta go with the Junipers for the king of 2024. And I'm gonna tell y'all, man, this was a tough decision for me. This really was a tough decision. I really wanted to go Nova Track, you know what I'm saying? But I had to keep in mind that Salehi really put the imprint down as far as Crocs going into the sneaker game. Now, Crocs did have a few sneakers before Salehi joined the band, before he joined the club. But man, as far as just stylish sneakers, as far as just designing work, as far as just coming through with the aesthetics, the looks, something to give flavor, and something that stepped outside of Croc lovers, you know what I'm saying? We got tennis shoe lovers that's in our business right now, all because this shoe. You know what I'm saying? This shoe came out super stylish, it's super flavorful, and I feel like it wouldn't be a Nova Trek without the Junipers. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Crocs wouldn't have had thought so deep into their bag hadn't Salehi said, man, let's go ahead and do some tennis shoe work. Let's go ahead and really mix things up and step into that realm. So, man, I want to say, man, I love the Nova Treks, my second to heart. I really would say, honestly, 1A, 1B. I do love these Nova Treks, but, man, we got to give it up to the Junipers. You know what I'm saying? For changing the game. Shout out to Salehi, you know what I'm saying, for being an inspiration to the Crocs, coming through and giving us that swag and that flavor to go with the comfort. You know what I'm saying? This is my 2024 top dog. Y'all seen my top 10. Y'all seen my top 5. Man, I want y'all to jump into the comments, put y'all top 10. And we'll just basically, everybody just chime in on what they think on your top 10. You know what I'm saying? We rocking with it. We love the order of it. We love which styles you brought to the table, so on and so forth. But man, 2025 is going to be live, y'all. Just stick around. We got a lot of new things coming. I'm not going to sprue the beans just on everything yet because I'm still getting the logistics together. But man, I love y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for rocking out with me. The 2024 wrap up. Finally got it done. It's been a busy start of the year, but man, we finally got it done. And man, I see y'all on the next one. Happy New Year's, man. 2025. We in here. Yeah!